Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. And today it's a beautiful day, kind of cloudy in St. Louis today. A wonderful spring morning. And I hope it's great in your world wherever you are today. And today's topic is a continuation of determination. Determination is so very important. If you are not determined enough, you will never achieve anything in life. Anyone that you see or that you admire or that you know that has achieved anything has done so with determination. It takes determination to be persistent, to be consistent, to persevere in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles. So we will continue with this article I found on determination, and we are at quotations of famous people. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. If you think you're going to be successful in whatever endeavor you decide to try or do in your life, you're going to be terribly disappointed because you're going to fail over and over again. You learn by your failures. If you're afraid of failing, you're never going to accomplish anything. You learn from each failure. Failure is not final. It's not defeat unless you quit. Learn from every failure. Assume that when you start, you're going to have failures, setbacks. Don't look at them as failures. You could say I've had 4 failed marriages, 4 failed marriages, but have I? I've had many years of successful relationships during those marriages. Is a marriage successful because they've stayed together 50 years? They could be miserable. Maybe they don't even have, sexual relations anymore. They haven't been together for many years. I know men like that. They haven't been with their wife intimately, physically, for years. And they want to be. And they're not happy. But they stay because they're afraid they're going to lose everything. Is that a successful marriage because they're still together? I think not. But I suppose that's up to everyone to decide for themselves. So what seems like failure to someone else may be a success to you. Do not judge your successes or your failures by anyone else's opinion or standards, but by your own moral compass, by your own decision of what constitutes failure or success in your life. One man may get married, work at a factory for 40 years, raise his kids, have a family, and just have what we call a normal life. And to him, that may be a great success. And if it is, then that's exactly what it is. To someone else viewing from another vantage point, he may see that as a failure, a boring, mediocre life. But it doesn't matter. It's up to each individual to decide what success is for them. Now, if they feel fulfilled with their life and they feel successful, then they are. If not, then it doesn't matter how much money, how much fame, success they've had. If they don't feel as if they're successful, if they have not felt like they've reached their potential, then they're not successful. Success or failure lies within each of us. It's determined by how we think about it, what we feel about it. How do you feel about your life today? Do you feel like you could be expressing more and you're not? Do you feel successful? Earl Nightingale said, "Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal." The progressive realization, not reaching the goal, but progressive realization of that goal. That's something to keep in mind. If you look around and you see other people and you think they're more successful than you are, don't compare yourself to other people. I've done it. It kind of makes you feel bad. And you want to feel good, you want to try to move on, you want to try to press on. But you're not always going to feel successful. You're not always going to feel like you're going to achieve your goals. But as a man, don't pay attention to those feelings. You press on through those feelings to reach whatever goal or vision or purpose you have in life. Okay, let's continue. Kites rise highest against the wind, not with it. Let me see which one. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure which names. I think that was Winston Churchill. Kites rise highest against the wind, not with it. It takes opposition, it takes resistance to build your character, so when you achieve the success you desire, you will be able to accept it and not self-sabotage. I've done that before also. Winston Churchill, never stop. One stops as soon as something is about to happen. Yes, many times, right before you achieve the greatest success, the opposition will be the greatest. If you quit, you will never reach that success. Peter Brock, stop looking for your purpose, be it. Wayne Dyer. Be your purpose. First, you must be before you can do. Many people, especially in the U.S., maybe in other parts of the world, talk about taking action. Yes, action is important, but the action needs to come from who you are. I believe you have to be before you can do. Now, there are times when you can act and do, and then you will start being. You'll start feeling like the person. Sometimes we can't always feel our way into good acting, but we can act our way into good feeling. If you're not a generous person, you don't feel like you are, be generous. Give away a dime, give away $1, give away $5. Tip a little more money. By taking that action, you will start to feel like a more generous person. So there is a certain fake it till you make it. But everything has to come from within you. If you do not have the consciousness of a millionaire and you win $1 million, probably you will end up in debt. Or if you earn $1 million, or if success comes to you easily, or if somehow you get it, you have to feel as though you deserve it. If you don't have the consciousness of that type of person, it will soon be dissipated. You will soon lose it, whatever that happens to be. It's like a lot of guys in the pickup community teach how to pick up girls, and those are all good techniques, and they all have their place. But unless you are the man that is using these techniques, if you really are that person, it works fine. But if you're not, you may pick up the girl, date her a few times, and she will see through your facade, okay? And then she will be disappointed because you are not the man she thought you were, and you will be disappointed because she will leave. So you have to be the person. You have to become the person you want to be. And sometimes it is by taking the actions, but it's more by the internal work, the visualizations, the affirmations, the looking within yourself, becoming the person you want to be within yourself. And then your actions will be from intuitive guidance. And these are more stable and solid than anything you can do from the outside. From within first, then without. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to success is more important than any other thing. Abraham Lincoln. I think we all know him. The Wright brothers flew right through the smokescreen of impossibility. Yes, it was impossible to fly. The best mathematical minds of the time proved that man could not fly. It was a privilege reserved for the birds. And many newspapers were afraid to print the first account of the first flight, the account of the first flight of the Wright Brothers at Kitty Hawk, because they knew it was impossible. It couldn't have happened, correct? Think about that one. Your opponent in the end is never really the player on the other side of the net, or the swimmer in the next lane, or the team on the other side of the field, or even the bar you must high jump. Your opponent is yourself. Everything is from within. It happens within you. Your negative internal voices, your level of determination. Grace Lichtenstein. That is so true. There is nothing outside. It's all within you. Success, opposition. I think it was Lao Tzu or maybe Confucius. If there is no enemy within, there can be no enemy without. And I'll say this, if there is no success within, there can be no success without. Act as if it were impossible to fail. Dorothea Brand. It's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters. It's the size of the fight in the dog. I'm not sure if I got the names to the quotes right because it was a little confusing, but you get the message. Persistence, perseverance, and determination. These are a must in achieving what you desire in life. And every one of us has those characteristics within us. We just have to dig deep to find them. Start out small. Do one push-up. Do one set-up. If you're overweight, obese, out of shape, whatever, if you're poor, if you're not achieving the full potential that you know you can, start small. And each time you take a small step and you overcome the fear which is in front of you, between you and your success, you will feel better about yourself. And if you continue to do that every day, you will gain momentum. You will gain confidence, you will gain inner strength, and you will achieve your goals. You just have to press on and press forward and persevere, and that's where the determination comes in. You have it within you. You can see it in other people. You see success. You admire other people. You would not be able to see these characteristics in other people were they not within you. You just have to cultivate them. Take action. Take action on these steps. Visualize yourself taking action. See yourself taking action. And then in a way you could never guess, you will do it. It will happen. But it has to happen within you first. Without a vision, the people perish. And I will stop on that one. Smash that like button and subscribe. I hope this has been of value to you. Share it with a friend. Leave a comment in the comments section if you would like me to speak on anything. I'd be glad to do that. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me.